Hey, what's up? It's time for some girls band cry. This is gonna be episode 4. Now, I'll be honest at the top of the video. I'm hoping that this episode is going to really get me into a good mood, because I'm starting this video like in a little bit of a bad mood, just because of, you know, things that are happening with people in real life, you know. So like I basically I'm glad that this is the next video, because this show does tend to get me in a better mood. And I love these characters. They're so great. Just adorable and funny, and the music is brilliant, and the animation is awesome. Like, there's so much about the show that I really like already, and it seems like you guys are liking the reactions to it as well. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that I will enjoy episode 4. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do. Are we gonna get introduced to another band member now, or are we gonna continue like developing our core 3 right now? I don't know, but I feel like, if I had to guess, I feel like we're gonna get another band member now. It feels about the right time to introduce them, because I think you'd want to have them all introduced, you know, with a decent amount of time before end of season, to be able to, you know, build up that rapport with all of them, and then have whatever the final performances would be of the season. So let's jump into season 1 episode 4 of Girls Band Cry. Make sure to support the video if you can, and the channel. I am a small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. Liking, commenting, subscribing, and I have a Patreon account. If you want the early access, you can get the next week's episode on my Patreon account right now, as well as the full length versions of the reactions. In fact, they're one and the same. The early access is full length. You just have to sync it up with your own footage, and you can watch the entire episode with me with no cuts. It's absolutely worth it. There's several people who have joined the Patreon just for Girls Band Cry, I think because they can't wait for the next episode, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for my patrons who are supporting me. But if you also like One Piece, go check out my Gent Watches One Piece channel. All right, let's jump into episode 4 of Girls Band Cry. Playing guitar is fun, and then you reach a point where it actually gets really hard. They fall in love with music. That is so cute. She's absolutely hooked now. Practice! Time for music! Gratitude. Surprise! Oh, that's good. Oh, this is fun. I like this. Oh, it's cracked. Yeah. She might still be seeking those heights, but with you guys. Okay. Nina gets so flustered when it comes to partners. True. Okay, talk about it. Oh, we're band members. We should worry about each other. It'd be annoying to talk about, but you might get somewhere with it. Cute. That would have been so exciting. Damn, that's anticlimactic. Aww. Yeah, sometimes people have a different kind of smile with certain people, and when they're in a certain place in their life. Quitting the band? Sorry! What the fuck? Subaru? Do they know it's a guy, or are they just, this is still an assumption?
何やってんだ。
She's so
な
cute.
んとなく腰が引けてバルちゃんはちょっとムカつくキャラなので怒らないように。
あら、スバル
ちゃん。
Yep, this is her popular girl mode. Grandmother? Looks like the owner of space in Bang Dream.
道がわからないの？おばあ様、ちょっと道を教えてきます。今は帰って。
とりあえず理由だけでいいから教えて。
だから
そちらは
役者仲間の。
役者？
Actresses. Yeah. Oh, right. Right, her grandmother, the actor. I forgot from the last episode. My bad. And she wants her to be an actress.
姿勢。はい。常に姿勢を
Damn,
大切にしな
high
さいって言っているで
expectations.
しょ。心と体を健全に保っていなくては。
Now I have to use my good posture.
気づいたことがあったら遠慮なく注意してくださいね。
Oh, we will.
ちょっと失礼。
We'll tell her.
何も聞いてないんだからしょうがないだろ。
そう、だから顔出すって言って。
え、スバルって芸能人一家？
I forgot that Momoka didn't know.
じゃあなんでバンドやめるなんて送ってきたわけ？
I love how these two
これは
fight.
気がかったからというか。
意味わかんないんだけど。
とにかく。はい。
お二人ともご一緒によろしいかし
Uh
ら。
oh. Oh no, they are not actors.
実は好きなのあなたのこと。
Like exaggerated movements.
恋人のエチュード。あなたがあなたに告白してくるの。
はい。
Not all actors know improv. Although on my acting courses, improv was half
早
of it.
速やってみましょう。
Them texting. This is a great concept. That's a really good concept for a scene.
人の話聞けこら。やって。
私もあなたが好き。
Oh yeah, she seems like an alright actress.
そもそもどうして別れたの？
Oh, she's
私は最初に付き合った時から本気だった。
using her real feelings. Good
ね
stuff.
えどうして
いや、
どうして言っ
It's
た
a
の？
real technique in
その時
acting.
私に
だったんだけど。
じゃあ何だったの？
Oh wow, she's killing it now. You let your real feelings out as well. Oh, good transition. I love that.
何か問題でも。
分かってる。
I had someone
別にバン
do
ドや
that to
め
me
たいと
once.
思ってな
They
い。
used their improv to
それに
vent
役
at
者の
me.
方はみんな
'Cause
私
they
の
were
こと
mad at me in real
天
life.
天堂の孫としか。これだ。
TV casting offer? Is that what it said?
ガールズバ
It
ン
was
ド
up
クライ。
so quick.
ドラマ撮影？
Ah,
マイクを使って喋るな。
awesome.
しか言っても早くだから1週間もあれば終わると思う。
Maybe it'll help with your popularity, which then you could use for the band.
スバルちゃんいなくなっちゃうかもしれないんですよ。
バンドじゃよくあることだ。
Damn.
戻ってくるって言ってるでしょ。今はそれを信じてよ。
That's true.
あのな、人
Trust
に
me
は
when
触れ
I'm
られたく
saying
ない
this.
事情ってどうしてこっち来たか聞かれたくないだろ。
それは
時間がもったいない。
なんなの思いやりしかないっつ。
He's such a brat, Nina.
明日時間ない？ない。
Such a brat. I love it.
ある。
ほら、入って入って。
Cool. Next day.
すごい。
Wow, that is very
すぐ
nice.
飽きるけどね。これ見てよ。
Oh.
このタイトルから取ったんだよ。
Ah.
これがいいっておばあちゃんが。
Interesting.
この人。
It's like being named Star Wars.
そう。若い頃、この映画で一気
It's
に
not
有名に
because
なった
Subaru
ん
is an
だって
actual name. It's just
私は
funny.
生まれてないから、おばあちゃんの七光でどこ行っても特別扱いなのも嫌だし、そもそも芝居って好きじゃ
Ah,
ない
that's a cool shot. This show's so creative with its cinematography and animation choices.
私が作った笑顔じゃなくて。
Yeah, oh, good. They tied in those themes together as well. This is so well written.
今のままは良くないよ。女優になる気がないなら早く行った方がいい。
That's probably
だよ
true.
ね。心配しなくてもやめないよ。
本当？
This is a sweet
この前ライブで
friendship
叩い
they're
て
building
て
between
思った
these
んだ。
two.
私意外とこれ本気で好きかもって。
何これ
It's like a really unorthodox friendship, but it's great.
すみませんでした
Aww.
気にするあのくらいやらないとわからないんだよ
Mhm.
バンドだってステージではすごいぞ
Yes, they do.
やるんですか？
ええ、今日はおしまい。
Great job.
初めての共演なの。
よかったですね
She wants to perform with her granddaughter, though. That is very sweet.
あの子と同じされるのがね。
Huh. Man,
やっぱ
those
り女優になってほしいで
those
すか？
lines
そりゃ
again.
ね、娘にはこの仕事ひどく嫌われてるの。家には全然いないし、スバルが私の仕事を好きって言ってくれた時はって感謝してる。
Oh, that's sad to hear.
確認しますか。
Is Nina gonna like do something about it? Because that's getting pretty aggressive.
あ、
ちょっとお話があるのですが。
Oh?
話。
そっか。じゃあ言うね。
Oh my god.
あのね、
Is she gonna do it?
私
It's hard for her.
私え？
And Nina's stopping her.
は？すぐ行かなきゃ。いた、ちょっと。言動不一致も恥ずかしい。ごめんね。何がよ、嘘は良くない。早く言えって言ったのに
Yeah.
でしょ。それはそう。
That was until she heard that speech.
人にはそれぞれ事情があるんだよ。
は？
簡単にならなきゃ。でしょ？
どのくせに。そんなことに。
いつかは言わなきゃダメ。
いつ？
But let her
言いた
enjoy
いことが
this.
ちゃんと
やだ。バンドやめる。直前になって手のひら返すセール。それは
Thank goodness she's the drummer so she can let out this rage on the drums. Yep.
私。どう？私の演技。さあ行くよ。
God, this show is fucking brilliant. Man, watching that that ED again made me really excited for when the keyboardist comes in the show, because the ED did more implying that she's like also a brat. I really like it. I really like the sort of relationships of this band. It's another big reason I liked Bang Dream It's My Go as well, is because I really like, after there's been so much, you know, band anime that's, you know, just in the world, in the universe, right? There's been a lot of it. And also I am a fan of Bang Dream in general, you know, like I got some Bang Dream figures up here. I've got a Kasumi one and I was gonna grab that since she's like representative of Bang Dream, but she is holding my ring light. So I can't exactly show you her. But I, what was I saying? Yeah, because I watch and play and like consume Bang Dream related media quite a lot. If you don't know, it's, you know, it's also a band music series, but it's got like a bunch of different bands, right? It's not like this where it's based around one band. It's like based around, I think they're probably up to 8 or 9 now. And so each band has their own members and their own struggles and their own stories and everything, right? And so like I love Bang Dream. I think it's amazing. But because of Bang Dream, you know, they have to come up with like new stories and dynamics for each band and the way they all fit into one another and stuff. And so I've seen like a variety of these types of stories. So whenever shows come out and the band dynamic feels even more unique, like I feel like I'm getting something really fresh, I'm pleasantly surprised by it. And this show and Bang Dream It's My Go have both done that incredibly. With Bang Dream It's My Go, there was this sort of like, it was a very like unconventional kind of like everything was a bit of a disaster. Like, you know, it kind of started off as a mess and it continued to be a mess. But that like imperfection was like part of what they worked through, and I really liked that. And in this show, they are all so like emotionally driven, and also they're like sort of acting their age. they like they're really butting heads a lot and arguing a lot and like letting out their feelings, but they're doing it in such a realistic, like, friends way that it doesn't feel like, oh, this is a fight that's going to end our friendship. It always feels like this is a fight that's either going to make our friendship stronger or just like prove that we are friends. So it's not like these aren't tense fights. I'm not worried for their, like, in Bang Dream It's My Go, they would have fights and I would be worried for them with their fights because there'd be a lot of tension to them. And in this, the fights, I'm like laughing at them and I'm finding them fun because they're like, what they're saying is legitimate. They have legitimate squabbles and like actual real problems here. But it feels so real and also so petty that I really enjoy it. I really enjoy their relationship with one another. And so when I'm looking at these three who are all brats in their own way, I then also, look at the OP and ED and I see that keyboardist girl who she looks like she's quite grumpy. And then in the ED, there was like a thing that she's like berating Nina about something. And then I think the ED like shows them like showing her snacks and she calms down. So she's probably going to be like a sweet tooth type character. She's going to like, that's going to be their way of getting around to her. But that just makes me really excited. And then whoever the other girl is, the final girl in the band, I think she is going to be like more of a chill, sweet type person because she just looks like she's just a very nice, agreeable person. So yeah, anyway, I'm very excited about that. But let's actually talk about the episode. I loved this episode so much. It made me really think. I remember at the start of the video when I said I hope this episode cheers me up. It did cheer me up. I love the writing and the concepts of this show. I mean, this is like the overall plot of this episode could have been very simple and kind of was pretty simple, just in terms of the actual events that happened. But the execution of it is so nice and complex and fun. And then just the execution of each individual scene, they have just great ideas. Like, I love the idea of like, oh, her grandmother, looks like her obviously when she was young. And so like they're showing that movie and then Subaru like is standing in front of the TV and she turns and smiles, and when she turns and smiles it's at the same time as the grandmother on the TV turns and smiles, and you can just see the resemblance between them. I just think that's really adorable as well. And you can see how the grandmother sees herself in her granddaughter. And then just like like Nina seeing everything throughout the entire episode through the perspective of herself and through the perspective of Subaru, where it's like, I know Subaru doesn't want to do this, she doesn't want to be an actress, so let's just rip off the band-aid, like, fuck this bitch, essentially. But then she actually like has a conversation towards the end with her grandmother and hears like, this is a dream of hers, and she actually really loves Subaru, and Subaru inspired her and made her very happy and feel very confident in herself, and she just wants to share that with her granddaughter, and that it's like just this really nice moment, and Nina just like goes deeper and deeper into her own head and into her own despair because she starts to go, oh shit, this isn't as simple as I can't think of this as a black and white, she's a villain who's forcing you to do something you don't want to. She's actually doing something that she thinks is very sweet and a way to connect herself with her granddaughter, and she thinks she's setting up a golden path for her, and like it's much more complicated than just she's doing something that Subaru doesn't want to do. So Nina being like, just don't do it for now, like just wait until you know your path, and then maybe you can like eventually tell her once you know all the details or whatever, but for now let her have this. It's a funny turn, but it also is really a really nice character moment. And I love them tying in, like starting the episode with trying to talk to Momoka about the diamond dust stuff, and she's not opening up super well about it, but then, you know, Nina is persistent, makes her open up a little bit about it. Nina says, like, I've never seen you smile like this. And then later in the episode, Subaru talking about how, like, when it comes to acting, that's when she sees her grandmother's real smile, and that's a big important thing. I really like the way they tied those themes in together. It's so nice. It's so great. Like, I'm always happy and impressed when writers can do that and have it feel like authentic. Like, I love when there's two storylines that you don't think really relate to each other, but then they tie them in with one nice little bow. It's beautiful. And that whole idea of like having your real smile, like what you truly care about, and a time in your life that it truly reaches a place in your body that you can't fake this sort of enjoyment. I know that I had like I have, you know, certain friends who, and like, this doesn't mean, you know, it's what you like more than anything else necessarily, but it reaches a place that nothing else can reach, and that's a sort of different thing. I know, like, I have people in my life who can make me sort of laugh in a way that no one else can make me laugh. Like, I really reach a place of joy that I can't reach with anyone else. And I know that, like, you know, there was a time when I was dating a girl, if you can believe it. And I remember her, like, saying that, like, she would see me talk with my best friend, and my best friend, I've been friends with him for a long time, and he, and we, like, used to, you know, at school every single day be like just making jokes with each other the entire day, every day for a long time. Our humor evolved together, so like my humor is very much like intertwined with his, and I remember the girl I was dating would say, like, man, I wish I could make you laugh like he makes you laugh, you know. Like, she was kind of getting like a little bit jealous, and I don't fully blame her, you know, but like she's kind of getting a little bit jealous of the fact that she would see me making jokes with him or whatever, and the sort of like joy that I would get and the laughter that I would emit was something that I couldn't really reach with anyone else, and I couldn't fake that laughter. I couldn't do it, you know. And, you know, to be fair to the girl, she also did make me laugh like that a few times. But it's a really hard place to hit, and most people in my life can never make me laugh that hard. So yeah, like, I understand the idea of like your real smile. It doesn't mean your other smiles aren't real necessarily. And it doesn't mean that that's the only thing that matters to you, you know. Like, I truly think Momoka cares about this band right now, and she loves these friends or whatever, but it may be true that at this point she doesn't have the same smile that she did back then. They're different things, and she can't fake that. It's something that will come naturally, and I think maybe at some point they might see it in this series, and it might be a beautiful moment. I don't know. I also think that scene where like Nina is venting towards Subaru in the improv thing, about like real gripes that she has, and it being like really good acting or whatever, is very funny. And also, as I said in the reaction, it has happened to me in real life. There was someone who was very, very mad at me and used an acting improv exercise to take it out on me. And like, you know, other people in the class didn't know that that's what was happening, but it was very clear that he was taking it out on me. So I've seen it happen in real life, and it does happen. And yeah, it's, you know, it does actually, I think, help your acting, because you're using very real feelings. I mean, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it is an actual technique in acting to like call upon real memories to be able to do stuff. A lot of people do that with like crying scenes. Is if you need to do a crying scene, you can call upon like painful memories. I'm not good at that. I'm kind of like, when I do acting, I can't do the call upon memories thing super well, because I don't get so... The only thing that like really sticks with me with memories, I feel like, is shame and anger, where it's like I can bring back my feelings of shame and anger because I still probably feel shame and anger based on it, but like really, really sad memories, I can't really like bring them up and then have them be have them like influence me to cry or anything. So so it's a very sort of different skill set that, you know, some people have, but I definitely know some actors who I've worked with or been in classes with or whatever that can do that sort of memory recall acting to fantastic effect. Like it's devastating to see. Like you'll see them reach very, very sad places, and I go like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Like it seems like I'm seeing a person completely break down, but they're acting. So so it's pretty amazing and a very real acting technique. But and also I want to mention the texting under the table scene. Such a creative idea for a scene. Just the idea of like they're all, you know, talking about something with the grandma, but at the same time they're in the group chat underneath, like texting each other. That's such a great little idea for a scene, and executed really well again on screen. And also reminded me of like being in in university. There was one class that I had in university, one course that was like the worst course that I did in university. Every week there was a 3-hour tutorial, like a 3-hour class essentially. And it was like normally classes will have like an hour lecture at one point in the week, and then later in the week there'll be an hour or 2 hours of a tutorial, which is a class, right? And so you do the lecture, which is you're listening to them talk about something, and then you do the class, which is you're actually applying the knowledge or whatever in a classroom setting. And so, you know, you would have those two things, but this course specifically, they combined them both into one and just had a 3-hour tutorial. And it was about environmental writing is what the class was about, right? And that is like, because I studied writing in university. I have a degree in creative writing, and I hate environmental writing. I hate like setting writing in general. I don't find it fun or engaging at all, and I'm also shit at it, to be honest. Like my specialty is dialogue and characters and stuff, but I'm shit at writing stuff based on setting. And that's what the whole class was about. So it was already bad enough because it was like environmental writing and like poetry and stuff like that, all stuff that I was terrible at and did not like. On top of that, 3-hour classes. On top of that, the tutor, I think, you know, was a nice enough lady, but spoke so slowly and in the most like monotonous, boring way you could possibly speak about a subject that I'm already not interested in. So it was pretty hard. The only solace that I had, and this is relating back to the episode, is that we had it's raining heavily outside. We had like the table that I sat on a table with, you know, people that I didn't know at the start of the tutorial, but we made a group chat, and throughout the class under the table we would be group chatting each other and just like, you know, making light of the class as best we could, because it was the only way we could like stay sane throughout it was like we were making jokes basically. Like, so we were basically like listening and engaging with the class as best we could, but under the table we were typing to each other a bunch of different like jokes going back and forth just to keep each other sane. And like, thank goodness for that, because if it wasn't for that, I might have dropped dead in that classroom. So you know, that relates to me a lot as well, that scene. Anyway, oh my gosh, this show makes me talk about a bunch of shit, huh? Like, it really relates to me, and also I love these characters. Everything about it is great. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you watch these entire discussions and you like them, make sure to let me know in the comments. Tell me that you enjoyed it. But like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out. As a small channel, I really do need your help, so please make sure to do that. And if you want to support me even more and get access to the full-length reactions and early access, you can get next week's episode on my Patreon account right now. So go check that out. It has all the other stuff on this channel and all the stuff on my Gent Watches One Piece channel. It's brilliant value for money, genuinely. So go check that out. But thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.